are now on to a new friend of the show. Her take on gaming has helped her earn more than 50,000 YouTube subs. And she's here with us today live via Skype to talk all things PlayStation. Please welcome the lovely, the wonderful, the fantastic Megan, also known as Megan_yeah, to the Mixer Blue Show.
Yay! Welcome, Megan. How are you doing today?
Hi, nice to see you guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. We're really excited that you're able to be here. I'm just taking this away.
Nuggets is really excited.
Don't trust Shane. Obviously, you're a fan of PlayStation games. We've been noticing that you've been doing a lot of Spider-Man lately, which has been one of the biggest. I took this away from Shane so she wouldn't make noise with it. What was I talking about? Spider-Man.
Yes.
Sorry. Obviously, a huge hit on the PlayStation. Why don't you tell us what you think of the new game?
I actually really like it, and I was completely surprised that I liked it because coming into that game, I actually didn't even think I was going to play it. I never really was a fan of comic books or Marvel or Spider-Man or anything before, but the thing is, the game is actually so good, you don't even need to be a fan of Spider-Man to enjoy it. I never even thought that I'd like fighting games like that, but the flow that you get into, I don't know, you guys have played it, right? The flow you get into with those button combos and just him flying around and not killing everyone. He's hurting all the bad guys. You know, he doesn't kill them.
We were debating that last time. We're like, is he?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, it says he doesn't kill them, but some of those impacts definitely did some severe damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Ultimate.
When he pushes them off a building, they're probably dead.
They're, maybe they're okay, but statistically probably not. I mean,
speaking of craziness, have you seen the proposal Easter egg yet?
No. Oh my God. Oh, that's so bad. And embarrassing. I didn't want to read about it. I cringed too hard.
Yeah, I had no idea. Tara told me.
Yeah. So for you guys watching at home, basically, there was a guy who was dating a girl who wanted to propose to her, and so he contacted Insomniac. Insomniac put on one of the movie billboards, "Will you marry me?" in her name, and they broke up before the game released.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so now in game, because it was after Contact Lock, there's a thing that's like, "Will you marry me?" But now they're broken up. And then there's also been follow-up of just like her being like, "This makes me really uncomfortable," and him being like, "Oh, she left me for my brother," and it's just like, wow, this is like a bunch of public drama that got, it's very soap opera, and it's like it's stuff that you probably wouldn't want to have to talk about with the whole internet, but because he put the proposal in the game,
it was too much.
It was too much.
I couldn't handle it. It was too real.
It was.
Yeah, we know you're also a really big fan of Tomb Raider. You've been playing on Xbox, but
we'll allow it.
We'd love to know what you think of Shadow of Tomb Raider, and how does it measure up to the rest of the reboot, do you feel?
Well, I started by loving the 2013 Tomb Raider. For me, that one was perfect. Like I got, you know what I mean? Like how hard the puzzles were and how good the combat was. And every single minute you're like, yeah, kill him, Lara. And, but then it kind of got a little bit slower with the next one, and you're getting into more like cinematics and everything. But this one, holy crap. Like the graphics are gorgeous and Lara is so beautiful. Right? The voice acting of Lara is like, I think even better than the previous ones.
Right.
Obviously all Tomb Raider games have to have the crypts and the tombs and everything, and I'm not dissatisfied at all by the difficulty, and playing on hard is actually perfect, I think, for this one.
Awesome.
If you liked the previous ones, hard is perfect.
That's great to know.
One of the things that I've actually thought about doing, so I've been playing, I'm also a huge fan of Tomb Raider. I actually bought, at the time I was working on a PlayStation exclusive title, so I only had a PlayStation, but they were doing an exclusive time window with the original reboot, where there's going to be 6 months before it came out on PlayStation, and I wanted to play it so much, I bought an Xbox One just so I could play Tomb Raider, and I was not disappointed. But the thing I'm noticing about this Tomb Raider is I feel like it's giving me, on just the normal difficulty, too much help text. Like, I feel like all the time it's like, don't forget to grapple, don't forget to climb. And so I'm thinking that your recommendation of, like, upping it to the hard difficulty will probably make it a better experience for me.
Yeah, I felt that way, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's a
much
great
more
point.
satisfying to do the actual tombs without having everything highlighted. You actually have to use your eyes and look at everything in the tombs and look for every little clue yourself, as opposed to being having like 4 carts highlighted in a ladder. Like,
Yeah.
it's way harder like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then you get that like rush of like I figured it out.
Yep.
Oh, I was calling it smug satisfaction.
Yes.
You feel
love it.
so smart.
Yes.
It's like I could do anything. I found that box by
I could
myself.
do anything, exactly.
That's really how you feel when like
Yeah.
you're playing it on that sort of difficulty.
Yeah.
So okay.
Exactly.
I relate.
So what was your favorite Tomb Raider game? You could pick both out of the rebooted series, or you could go back. You could go back to an original one if you want to do that as well.
I actually never played the originals. I started with the
Oh.
2013. I know. I gotta go. I'm
I played
going
a
to
little bit
try
of the
them.
original, so no worries.
It's
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
what's
It's
happening
scary
here
to me as a
is
kid.
I'm like a huge. We actually the last
weenie.
episode was like just nothing but Tomb Raider, and like I dressed up as Lara, and like I was like I'm gonna go on a whole big thing because I'm obsessed.
Yes.
So I think that I'm just throwing judgment because everyone should love the series as much as I do.
Just throwing judgment because you would throw judgment everywhere today.
Okay, you know what? No, you correct Shane's grammar once before a show. She never drops
It
it.
was in person. How often do people mess up grammar in person?
You're pinning. I can't talk about this.
Don't.
This.
We've got a number of new.
Wait, she didn't say what her favorite game was.
Oh.
We went on the whole thing.
Oh,
yeah,
she said
sorry.
She started the
It's fine.
2015. Sorry.
I can't decide yet because right now,
Oh,
having
right.
not finished, I haven't finished out of the Tomb Raider.
Good point.
I'm going to work on it again tonight, and maybe we'll almost finish it tonight. But not including Shadow of the Tomb Raider, still the 2013 one is my favorite out of them. But just wait. You never know this.
Yes,
All right.
that's a good point. She hasn't finished it yet. We can't decide. It's premature.
Not fair.
We have a ton of new PlayStation games coming out this fall. Are there any that you are looking forward to the most?
Red Dead 2, definitely.
Yes. Mhm.
I
Absolutely.
played Red Dead for the very first time, actually, just a few months ago on PS3.
Nice.
And I was like, how did I miss this game?
Right? It's a lot.
Right,
It's
exactly.
crazy. Yeah.
No,
was so
I
good.
actually missed it the first time around too. I didn't play it until pretty recently. Until so it got added to PlayStation Now because I didn't play it when it originally launched, and so I also just recently discovered the original Red Dead and understood why everyone was so excited for Red Dead 2.
Yep. Yeah,
So-
that's pretty great. My one of my best friend's dads, he didn't play games often, but when he did, he put everything into them. And I would come home every day after school with her, and he would just be sitting there, just playing Red Dead Redemption, getting attacked by cougars, and traveling around on horse. And he just, it was wonderful what it did for him, though. It was definitely a way for him to escape like how crazy things were at work and stuff like that. But I always would just sit and watch him play it. When we weren't playing it, and it's pretty cool. It gets a lot of people their interests. It pulls in a lot of people from all different places, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was one
Mm-hmm.
of like the first like really like open world games that wasn't GTA that people like latched onto.
Exactly, yeah.
So, all right, speaking of more things coming up, Tokyo Game Show right around the corner happening this weekend. A big day on the Sony and PlayStation calendar. We do know that Hideo Kojima is going to be having an announcement, presumably, we can only assume, around Death Stranding. What else could it be?
only assume.
Well,
I would hope.
Who knows? Like, deep
Give
in
us
my heart,
something.
I hope it's
Well, you
secretly
do.
like, also, I got the Silent Hill franchise back. That's not what he's going to say.
Yeah.
But what do you think he may be talking about? And sub question: have you watched the other trailers? If so, what did you think of the whole baby in the throat scenario that was happening with Norman Reedus?
Oh my god.
I didn't realize. With Norman Reedus.
He's probably going to be talking about Death Stranding. That's my guess,
Right.
obviously, because that's the biggest thing ever. And yeah, I did see the trailer at E3 for it, and I was silent and I was sitting on pins and needles the entire
Right.
time because I had just started to love the Metal Gear series, and I realized how much of a masterpiece it is because of him. And so seeing Death Stranding and seeing this like extremely creepy and surreal sci-fi, and then the baby thing, I don't know. You'd have to see my reaction. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I remember being
Something visceral.
I had almost had nothing to say because I was like, oh my God, I must play that.
Did you,
So good.
did you get a chance to play PT, the Silent Hills playable teaser, before it was
gonna
ripped
say,
out of the PlayStation
I bet you wish
Store?
it had been about that.
No, I
Oh.
didn't.
Okay, so a little bit of info for you. For PT was a demo that got released that was not labeled as a Silent Hills demo, but it actually was the next game in the Silent Hill franchise that Hideo Kojima was going to be the producer of.
I'd heard of that, yeah.
The game has since been canceled, but that trailer or demo is
It's gone.
it's crazy.
Some people have it.
So
on their
I highly recommend that you go look at some
Yeah.
videos of PT,
Yeah.
so you can see like of the craziness we've seen in the trailers for Death Stranding. There are even like weird conspiracy theories about like, oh, but the picture in this Silent Hills hallway looks like the landscape in this Death Stranding trailer.
Yeah.
Like you can go down a weird rabbit hole that I highly recommend everyone.
That sounds
All
like a
at
good
once.
idea, yeah. Thank you.
We also know that you recently uploaded a vid all about your first time playing Final Fantasy. Which game did you play? What did you think? And why get into Final Fantasy now? Which is a silly question. Everyone
It is a little bit silly, but I understand. I get asked all the time, why did you choose that one? Why Final Fantasy, first of all? Why 9? It was just a game that existed my entire gaming life. It was always there. I never paid any attention to it. And so many years went by with people saying, I love Final Fantasy. It's my favorite game, and saying all their different favorites. It was recommended to me so many times in my chats and Discord and on Twitter. And finally, I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's just try one. I don't care. If I don't like it, I won't continue it. And whoops. No. Yeah. So 9 I chose just because it just looked kind of weirder, and I wanted to start with one that wasn't super graphically beautiful, even though it's a pretty game. I didn't want to spoil myself ahead of time. I wanted to fall in love with the core concept of the game, and I have. And it's high quality game. Like, I'm hooked. I didn't think I would like this game. Like, seeing clips of it before, I was like, yeah, whatever. It's just a turn-based battle game, RPG. Who cares? But no, it's actually amazing.
Awesome.
I highly recommend. If you've never played a Final Fantasy, and I tell everyone who said that they've never played one before, is just start with that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, are you going to play the Final Fantasy VII remake when that one comes out?
Yeah.
Then?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I'm signed on for the entire franchise now. I'll play every single one.
That's great. One of my favorite Final Fantasies was actually 8. There was like a big graphical leap in between 7 and 8, and I think that 8 also has a good story. I loved the mechanics, and for me, that was the first like beautiful Final Fantasy because they went from like the polygon people to like, you know, the animation style that you're seeing in 9.
I
So
played 8.
Yeah.
it's a good one. I think it had 4 discs to
Yes,
play
it
it. It
did.
was giant.
I think it still happens somewhere, actually. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm excited for the new ones that we just had on the Red Show. No,
Oh
the
yeah,
Red
look
Show
at that.
we
We've
were
got some of the
talking about.
footage.
Ooh,
Yes.
yes. So for those of you that didn't know, Megan is a full-time. Well, I think she's a full-time.
Well, yeah. So we know you're
Yeah, I
on
am.
YouTube.
We
Are
know
you a
you're on
full-time
YouTube,
streamer?
yeah.
Pardon me?
Are you a full-time streamer, or is it mostly
am.
content creation for YouTube? Okay.
Oh no, a full-time streamer. I stream on Twitch and Mixer and YouTube simultaneously.
Wow. What does a day in
Yeah.
your life look like with all that?
For streaming, pre-stream, it's just a normal day for me. I do normal things like cook and play with my cat and stuff like that. And then an hour before my stream starts, I get prepped, get all my lighting, get all my hair and makeup, and I try very hard to present a good stream, like a good quality. I want to get prepared and make sure everything looks and sounds right, and I want to have the best watching experience for everyone. Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
makes a lot of
awesome.
sense.
I mean-
Quality is important.
Well, and I think the quality you put into your stream shows. I mean, because you don't get 50,000 followers on YouTube, you know, without having good quality. And you've got to have some like fun interactions with your chat. Then having that many people
community.
tuning into you and your content. You know,
Exactly,
so
yeah.
what's some of the best interactions or comments you've had so far while streaming?
I can't think of any specific comments exactly, but when I'm dealing with 3 chats at once, so I have my Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube, obviously, every chat has kind of a different attitude, a different sense of humor. And since I am a super highly interactive streamer, if you ever watch any of my VODs, you'll see me looking constantly like this to my chat on one window and the game on the other. It's a lot of multitasking, but I just enjoy that everyone pretty much who watches my stream is super positive, really sometimes very sarcastic in a really good way. Everyone, personality-wise, is similar and just really funny. And I love funny chatters and I love laughing. And there probably isn't a couple minutes that go by on my stream without me actually laughing at something I read in chat or something stupid that we're doing in the game.
Right.
That's what I like about it. We don't take ourselves too seriously. But also, I like to game hard. I like to game on hard or very hard when I can. And so I like to be serious gamer. But, you know.
Well, I feel like
chatty.
you're actually playing on like extra hard then, because you're both playing the game on hard and you have this whole other level of like, I know there have been times I've tried to stream and like there are certain games like I just can't do both because I cannot interact with the chat and seriously play a game. So like that in my mind, you're like superhuman, because that is not like you have to like be some sort of mutant to have that sort of skill to both play games on really hard and interact with your chat.
It is really hard, especially with big bright lights in your face too. Yeah, that's hard mode.
Hard mode for sure. With more than 50,000 followers on YouTube,
No, that's
the
the teleprompter isn't updated. That is fine. No, so
thanks so much.
Wait, before we go, we need to know, you know, where
yes, where can we find you?
Yeah, we need to plug all of your socials.
All of your channels, all of your socials.
Tell us your schedule. You're obviously streaming every day. Let everyone know what time they can see you. You said that you were going back to finish Tomb Raider tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I hope to finish it. I'm not sure where we're at exactly.
Right.
But yeah, so typically my schedule is Wednesdays to Sundays, 5 o'clock Pacific to 10 o'clock. Sometimes I go a little earlier, sometimes a little later, but it's roughly that. But the best way to know when I'm actually going live or when I'm already live is to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch and Mixer. I also post to my Twitter and my Instagram every single time I stream. So really, no matter where you're following me, you'll get a notification. And we have a super nice Discord community too that also sends out notifications when I go live. So there's like so many different ways to connect with my stream.
That's super smart, Megan. That's super smart. And
I'm going to get a link to your channel and I'm going to post it in our chat so that everyone can easily go follow you. There you guys. I just posted the link in the chat, so go and drop her the follow.
Yes, thank you so much for being on our show, Megan. It was so great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you at a con sometime.
No, thank you for coming. You were great.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And again, you guys, she said you can go to her channel. I dropped it in chat. She will be streaming tonight playing Tomb Raider.
Yes. And she's also on YouTube, Instagram,
Twitter.
Discord,
all
of them.
Things.
All of them.
Their link should be on her page on Mixer, though. So
again,
definitely go
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. Goodbye.
Have a good one.
See ya.